back on the Giza Plateau. You ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Sisyphus? He was in Greek mythology. He had to roll a boulder up a hill every day, watch it roll down, and then he'd have to roll it back up again. My Sisyphus moment is to continue to delete this sky over and over again. So much for bringing Greek mythology into Egypt. I'd like to give you just one more way in demonstrating some of these tools, how to do what we did in the last segment and get rid of that sky. Now we use the magic wand and the quick selection tool. This time we're actually going to use something as interesting as a rectangular marquee. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select an area of the sky about there. I'm going to hold the shift key. Remember what shift means. Shift means to add. And I'm going to select another area right about there. Then I'm going to go to the word select and go down to the word grow. Watch what happens. I get almost the entire sky. I pick up my lasso tool, hold the shift key down to get the sparklies. There they are. And draw a big old circle around that area. And I've accomplished the same thing I did in the last segment. How did this work? When you use grow, you're saying to the computer, you've got a sample. Let me try that again with maybe just an area up here. Gets less. The more samples you can give it, the more it's going to do. But it has one advantage over another option up there, which is called similar. So let me do this, and let me do this again. This time I'm going to say select similar. Now you'll notice it's kind of hard to see, but we got little sparklies all over the place, in the sand down here. Similar is like non-contiguous. Select it everywhere. I got a sample up there, find it and select it. Grow is like contiguous. Find it, but if there's a border, stop. That's why it worked with the sky. So some cases, the magic wand tool and the quick selection tool are awesome in what they can do. Sometimes making a selection of an area and then telling the computer to either grow it or give me something similar produce very good results also. Let's press Control D and go back to our more successful way of doing this. Let's make a sample up here and a sample down here and tell the computer to grow it. In this case, all we got to do is get rid of the sparklies. Lasso tool, shift key, big old circle, got them done. Kind of like the old West. Yeehaw. We lassoed them. What's left? Well, you know what, Andy? I'm happy with the sky. It's kind of boring, but hey, it's the way it looks a lot up on the Giza Plateau. They don't have a lot of clouds up there. So that's fine. I want to change the pyramid. Changing the sky is easy. Selecting the sky is easy. Why? Pretty uniform. If I tried those same techniques down on the pyramid, we'd have a big problem. So what I really wanted to do in selecting the sky was select everything but the sky, because it was easier to do this first. Well, select the sky. We've got that done. Go to the word select and then go down to the word inverse. Inverse basically will reverse the selection. And then I suppose we could do something like this. Go into our half moon icon, go into something like, well, maybe hue and saturation, just to show you how this works. And notice it created a mask based on the selection. And we could then, we could put the pyramid in grayscale and everything else in color if we wanted to. The selection determined how we worked. It was easier to select the sky, but what we really wanted was the pyramid. And so by inversing the selection, we had the ability to do that.